don't want to put your fingers in his mouth. You don't want to put your fingers in any animal's mouth, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes he is a little picky on what he eats. Sometimes he kind of sniffs, but if he decides to take a bite, you just let it go. And then when you pet him, you just want to do long, slow pets like this.
Okay.
And then we'll talk a little bit about Flash, and we'll try not to sweat to death.
Yeah.
Because they require
Tropical
that.
climate.
Yep, 75 to 80 degrees.
Yep.
It's kind of funny because in the afternoons I enjoy when the AC comes on in here.
Yeah.
Ah, it feels good. You know?
Yeah.
So all of our sloths here are two-toed Linnaeus sloths.
Yes, ma'am.
The reason that we don't have any three-toed or three-fingered is they require the leaves of the sarcopia tree, and that does not natively grow in North America. You are picky, bud.
It's relatable, I get it.
He is. Let's see if he has any more green beans. Green beans are his favorite.
Oh.
And he even gets kind of picky about them too. So sloths in the wild typically live to 20 to 30 years. That's going to due to loss of habitat, environment, reaching out and touching power lines, things like that. But in captivity, there were 2 in Germany that lived to 52
Wow.
and 54 years. So we're pretty stoked that we will have sloths for a while.
Not bad.
Yeah, that was Jan and Paula. I don't know what to think about their names.
Not as cool as Flash.
And here's a green bean to try.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Thank you.
He might dig it, he might not. So how'd you guys find out about us?
What's my mother-in-law's doing?
Nice.
Yep. Always looking for fun opportunities for the family to get together.
Yeah.
What's so crazy is how his arms can like grip this way and this way.
And so a lot of people wonder, they're like, hey, how do they hold on all day? So his relaxed state is actually clamped on like that. So our relaxed state is kind of flopped out. He's the opposite. So a lot of times when people are holding the sloth or different things like that, they're like, they're not letting go. It's because they have to think about it. They have to force
Got
themselves
it.
to
Right.
open up. They eat about 10% of their body weight every day.
Oh my gosh, me too.
They only use the bathroom every 7 to 10 days. But when they use the bathroom, they lose 30% of their body weight.
Whoa.
Yeah. So imagine if you were 200 pounds, losing 60, pretty epic.
Yeah, that's it.
So when they use the bathroom, they come down out of the tree in the same spot and they get their booty all the way on the ground. When they do that, they kind of do like a little potty dance. And then the sloth moth that in the wild is living in the pile crawls up on them and lives on them. So in the wild, they're going to have between 100 to 200 bugs living all over them. And then when they groom themselves, they get the bacteria off of their fur and they ingest it. That's how they process their food. So if they don't have that symbiotic relationship with the sloth moth, they can't metabolize their food.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And a lot of people go, well, there's no moths on them here. How are you guys doing that? So they get the starter bacteria from their moms, right? And so it's our job to monitor it, which means we're poopologists. So every time they poop, we're like, is it too hard? Is it too runny? And we have to kind of watch it that way. And then either add or decrease sugar, which we do by fructose, which is just fruit. And the good thing about us having 3 sloths is if we ever get to emergency situation in terms of that bacteria, you can do a fecal transfer. So you have another healthy sloth that has good bacteria, and you do that transfer.
Right.
And it's kind of as gross as it sounds.
No, it is.
Sounds like it was.
Our parents, they get it.
Yeah. We're like, let me tell you about this gross thing I do with my kids.
Yeah. We've got millions of those stories.
Like how he's smacking his lips like a little old man.
I know.
And we might see if he wants just a little bit of the things we got in
I'm
here.
gonna take a picture with them. Doesn't even look real.
I know, right?
Sometimes online people are like, who left the toupee up there? Like
Yeah.
from the side when he balls up, he kind of looks like that.
Are you a toupee?
I feel like I'm working outside right now.
I know, right?
It is, yeah. So during the winter, it's pretty difficult to to keep the humidity up. Like
Right.
we pretty much have to run the misters every other day because it's trying to warm up that air. So once it runs the vents and everything, it just dries it out so much. It'll go down to like 10% humidity.
Right.
We have to keep it at 50. So he will love this. So get ready with the camera because he's gonna go ballistic. So whoever wants to feed him,
You go ahead, baby. I'll take pictures.
and he'll take him a second, but then he'll just bury his face in it.
What is this?
Like a little mixture of some rice and sweet potatoes, and he'll probably eventually hang down, maybe even. He's trying to decide, hey, how do you want me to eat this? He's probably just gonna pull your hand towards him because he's like, just don't move it.
Oh, he does like that.
Oh yeah,
Like dessert.
yeah, it's his jam.
I think I'm listening to like a baby cat.
Uh-huh.
It's like our bulldog. Our bulldog makes the same noises.
I always think it's so funny, you know, you watch animals, you're like, oh, that's the cutest sound, and if a human does it, you're like, shut
Oh
up.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, don't ever let me hear this noise come out of a human, please.
And if you can actually lower it, and then he'll just drop down a little bit. Just keep lowering.
Oh.
I see.
He said, don't go anywhere. That's a good spot.
So Flash there is about 7 years old. Zoe here in the other room, her birthday was December 16th. So she's like 16 months old. And then Dash, our smallest, he's only like 8 months old. And he weighs almost 4 pounds now. Yeah. And we'll be getting a fourth soon. The fourth that was going to come to us wasn't an ambassador animal. And how we kind of decide that is Zoe and Dash seek human attention. Like they want to be held. Flash was never held. He came to us from another facility where he was never even fed or petted or anything. He was just behind a window. So it took 2 years of just feeding him every day at 10. And we never withheld food. We're just like, hey, we feed you at 10. If you don't do it, whatever. We'll feed you whenever. So for the ambassador sloths, we get them from an expert veterinarian who only deals with basically zoos. Like you have to have a USDA license.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just call up from someone and be like, hey, I just want a pet sloth. And he's like, I don't talk to you.
Right.
And his sloths are about 15 generations removed from the jungle. So you're thinking like we're more closely related to almost like the Mayflower
Yeah.
than they are to the jungle.
Yeah.
And his theory is kind of the same as the white rhinos. Like if they weren't being raised in captivity, we'd have no white rhinos. Because a lot of illegal sloth trade goes on.
Yeah.
Because people are like, oh, they're small, I can stick them in a thing of bananas and send them somewhere.
Is that
It's
good?
all gone.
Now we can see, maybe he'll try green bean now. We should have a green bean. And a couple more. Yeah, we can just set that there. Try a green bean, maybe he'll change his mind a little bit.
Get some wicked dingleberries, my friend.
Yeah. He's like, I know what I like.
No. You want it?
There we go, Flash, you can do it, bud.
Oh. I got those Spider-Man reflexes.
He's like, listen, I'll take some more of that delicious porridge meal.
He's really cool.
That's awesome. He's moving around here faster than I thought he would.
Yeah, he's a little quicker than I realized he would.
And if we don't have an 11 o'clock encounter, when we open the door to let him go outside, you'll see how fast he can really book it.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I say book it, you know, he's not like
I mean,
a
it's
cheater,
not.
but
His
Yeah.
top speed
Yeah.
is.
I think it's a lot faster than most people think a sloth moves.
He's so cute.
It's not that they're not capable of bursts of speed, they just choose not to most of the time.
Yeah, and to them, it's an evasion from their predators. So
Right.
that's the reason they don't have any scent glands, they don't sweat, so they're trying not to create any trail. Let's see if we can get him to kind of... I know that baby camel is so loud. One day he's gonna stop. He's gonna grow up big and strong like you. Come on over here, bud. There
Like
you go.
amber colored eyes.
And y'all can feed them from right here, and then when you go to
Good.
take your pictures,
Oh.
if you want to take your pictures, it'll be really good because the lighting's the right way now.
There you go, buddy.
And look how he just suspends himself.
That's crazy.
It's actually, I gotta get a photo of that. That's like one of the coolest.
He really is holding himself up there pretty good.
Yeah, when people are like, I work out, and I'm like, this sloth works out.
Yeah. Let me show you something. Can you hang by your toes upside down?
Yeah, and turn yourself at a 90-degree angle the rest of your body.
Talk about core strength.
What is that animal?
That's the baby camel.
That's
for
a
real.
baby camel.
Yeah, there's two of them. There's a dromedary and a Bactrian camel. And the dromedary camel, the one with one hump, he had a buddy in there, Elvis, his alpaca or llama friend. But they're like brothers, you know. They're like, we want to be together, and they spit on each other like 24/7.
Right.
And you take them away, they're like, no, I want to be around my brother.
Typical.
Yeah.
Sounds like our two boys
Sounds like our
upstairs.
two boys for sure.
He's pissed.
Yeah, he's like, come on, we want to fight more.
Good boy.
So a little difference about the two-toed versus the three-toed. The three-toed can't rotate its whole body as much. It rotates more of just its head. And those are the ones that you see that have kind of that perpetual looking smile.
Right.
And the reason we're really trying to get people in the habit of saying fingered versus toed is because it's like they have front limbs and back limbs. And you'll see on the back limbs, they still have three.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we're like, no, it's more like it's fingers.
Yeah.
Because they don't stand up. They really don't walk around. If they're on the ground, they kind of like slither around, you know?
Right.
Kind of looks like a weird snake. They're definitely at home in the trees. Now the giant sloths that lived a long time ago, they didn't go in trees obviously because trees weren't 1,000 feet tall with giant limbs.
Right.
But what they would do is they would bury through the ground and make huge tunnels. And the reason that we have tons of avocados is the giant sloths would eat the avocados, digest them, and then at the end of their tunnels you find these giant wild groves of avocado trees. So say thank you to the sloths.
I love him.
I think he's super cool.
Sloths are super cool. Sloths and koalas with the eucalyptus trees. Just be sitting on my hands.
Look at him go.
He's so cool.
Another really cool thing they have going on is 46 ribs, 2 sets of 23, so it's like double of ours, right?
Wow.
And the reason that that helps them is all their inner organs are connected to each other and to his ribs with a connective tissue.
Wow.
They fall out of the trees once a week, whether it's from like reaching for a small branch or a huge harpy eagle or jaguar jumps. They're going to survive the fall because they're not going to get that secondary impact. You know, like when we get in a car wreck, it's our organs moving around.
Right.
So same thing for like a 100-foot fall. He'll be like, oh, that kind of hurt. All right, let's go somewhere else, you know.
That's awesome.
They can also hold their breath a ridiculously long time. There's been reports 30 to 45 minutes,
Whoa.
which sound almost unbelievable. But at the same time, they can slow their metabolism down to only 300 calories a day.
Wow.
So I'm like, well, I burn 300 calories just waking up. So
Yeah.
if you can do that, you can probably hold your breath a long time.
Yeah.
You can see he's like,
So cute.
He's having a thought process right now.
he's like, that was so good, that rice stuff, with the sweet potato.
You keep doing a little.
Yeah. And so we give him a boiled egg about every other day, and he gets fruit once or twice a week. And when he has mango day, he just smears it all over his
Oh,
face.
really?
Yeah.
You can see him. Yeah. Look at he's
Mhm.
like, all right, what's the next good stuff?
He looks
That's
happy.
a perfect picture right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you get the picture before I go to feed. And when they try to pick their nose, it's the most hilarious thing ever.
He picks his nose.
Well, they're like trying to get something off of it, right? And they just have these gigantic claws. You want to see if you want this, bud? I know. It's not that. It's a
It's like, that's
pizza.
healthy. I don't want that. Give me my candy bar.
Yeah.
Where's my Snickers?
And you guys can routinely try any of these. Sometimes even in a sweet potato mood. And that's these orange ones that kind of look like pale carrots. Same with the green beans. And I did wash them for him because he's picky.
Yeah, he's very picky.
Or just like a child.
I love him. I love him so much.
Time to buy the barn on top and just move in.
Yeah. Well, have you guys been able to see him a lot through the window?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been up there the
Yeah.
whole time.
Been up there quite a bit.
Our kids are obsessed. They're 2, 4, 6.
Oh
And
yeah.
then we also have older stepkids.
Yeah. When we had the snow in like February, there was nobody staying in the camel condo. So I stayed up there with my daughter and my girlfriend and friends. And it was awesome because we had 4 inches of snow out there.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're out there running around with camels and had this. And she's like,
That's so cool.
this is the best life. She's like, every birthday party here.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Of course, the whole time this guy doesn't have a single clue what's going on out
Yeah.
there. Way too cold for you, buddy.
Actually, right before you guys checked in, I walked through the whole camel condo with Zoe, and I put up a video like sitting on the edge of that jacuzzi, being like,
Yeah.
sloth in a tub, you know, like people watch this.
That's awesome.
You're just like a slow-moving wig.
Yeah. And then you guys have the iguana up there in that big aquarium. Yeah.
Yep.
It's very cool.
He's been sleeping.
I'm excited about his color. Like, I really like Willie, but I'm like, this yellow iguana, like, if it
Yeah.
stays close to that color, that'd be
Yeah, he's like almost like a highlighter.
Yeah.
Yellow. He's cool looking. That's awesome. He's like, all right, going back to sleep. I've had my meals. I use that too.
No, right?
So they actually have monorod chromacy, which means that they only see in black and white, and they have a very narrow field of vision. So a lot of times when they're closing their eyes, they're not necessarily going to sleep, but they're like, I kind of trust the situation, and my eyes don't work anyway. They're like, hey, I can't see you.
Basically, they're just like accepting whatever
Thank you.
fate
I give
befalls
up.
them.
I'm just gonna close my eyes.
Yeah. And it's very narrow. Like if you put both your hands up over your eyes like a scope, that's how narrow a field
Oh,
they're
wow.
seeing. And they really they see better at night. Like they kind of get bright blindness, you know?
Right.
So that's the reason we have that on a dimmer, but then it just started messing up. We tried to dim the light, and that's why I closed that.
Are they more active at night?
Well, you'll at night. He's usually up there, and
Yeah.
it's like 10 to midnight. He starts to kind of move around, and he will people watch. Don't bang on the window, obviously.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a good one.
Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? He's like, where's my next bull at?
Flashing on. You guys can try a green bean.
I'm trying to get him a green bean.
Because he definitely goes back and forth on whether he wants things. No,
Not
no.
so much.
Man. Here's a sweet potato if you want to try that. Here you go.
He's like, I'm gonna come back up here for a little bit.
You got the reach.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's showing.
You were made for this encounter.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
He said, no.
I don't want it.
I'm good.
I'm good.
That's fine. We're content just to watch you hang out, my friend.
I'm gonna make sure that there's nobody behind us, and if there's not, we'll get ready to set up the outside because it'd be pretty fun to start watching them crawl around.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any other encounters today?
I don't think so. This is the only one.
Yeah.
We're doing a farm tour.
Oh, good. You'll love that.
Yeah.
I try to show people how many different things you get to see on the farm tour because it's a lot.
That's
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah, there's nobody else after, so I'm gonna set up the stick in here,
Cool.
and then that way he might even go all the way outside because it's warm enough, and so we have an outside enclosure, and that's fun to watch.
Cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
That's amazing.
He's doing a sleep right now. You guys head.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he is. He really does look like a toupee.
He really does. He's like, what's going on?
I'm gonna need a shower after this.
I know, it's hot in here. Hey, baby.
What's up, buddy? Say the sky. I like that we painted a jungle scene in here. He can't even see me.
Right? That's so funny.
Turned out good though, whoever did it.
Good. He's so cool.
Yeah, he is. Need to have sloth races. Get a
Yeah.
little track set up, you know.
Zoe right now would win
Yeah.
because she doesn't even want to get put down. Like if I go to put her down sometimes, if
She'll
I don't,
chase you.
yeah, she tries to get back up on me.
Really?
And I've been messing with the cameras before, and I'm like, oh, I can get this done before she gets over here. She climbed up on my back. You know, just being sweet, she just wants to be held. But the world's slowest wrestling match then ensued because I was like by myself, and you're like, how do you outmaneuver a sloth?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Not gonna snatch her, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's like she's a backpack.
And then when she was climbing up on me, she didn't mean to, but she like scratched me really good here, and like I showed my girlfriend, I'm like, the sloth did this. Like there's like this just gigantic scratch. I'm like, this is from a sloth.
No ideas. Get any ideas? That's so funny. Well, I'll know if you try to tell me a sloth.
I mean, that would be pretty obvious, though. There's not too many running around in Blairsville. So.
Yeah.
Done a couple of jobs for a few, but.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
What kind of jobs would you do?
I'm an electrician.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're wiring up that store up there right now. 'Cause
Yeah.
It's gonna be our farm shop, and
That's what my mom said that there was an issue with the fan out there. Somebody said something about, and she was like, "Oh,
My son's an
son's coming up."
electrician.
you're like, this is a vacation, not
Yeah,
work.
yeah.
Leave me alone.
It's like, yeah, I can probably fix it real quick, but I'm gonna play with sloths first." So.
Yeah.
His nose looks like absolute velvet.
What's funny is it almost doesn't even look real. It looks like almost like plastic. It's crazy. It doesn't really look like it has pores or anything, you know?
We have a lot of people that like, especially when he comes down and tries to comb my hair and I'm holding the other sloth, we get a lot of people that are like, that's AI. I'm like, I mean, I agree it's pretty cool, but I was like, it's not AI.
Also, out of all the things to fake,
Right.
why is sloth?
Yeah.
Like,
And I've even tried to use some of the new programs like VO3, like some of the new ones, and I'm like, hey, do a sloth doing this. And it gets it kind of right, and then all of a sudden they'll just randomly have like a different arm because they don't move like anything else,
Right.
like just sprout out of it. And we even had this company contact us because they wanted all of our footage because we put so much up, because they wanted to use it to model the algorithm. Yeah,
That's fun.
because they're like, we have all the different animals, and it's like takes a lot of data to spool that up.
Right.
And I was like, I kind of want to use it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I heard Conan.
Nah. It's more children.
I just gotta touch you one more time. Because I can.
And feel free to take as many photos as you want because it's going to be awesome when he starts to climb through here. And I'm going straight through where he, and you can come all the way into here because he's going to climb in. He might go outside or he might go up. Thank you, sis. One of my moderators is letting us know that your family's watching.
Oh, awesome.
Oh. I'm calling your mama. I'm just gonna tell her if they come looking out the window, they'll be able
Oh,
to see
yeah, there's
us.
Miles. He's already looking at us.
Hey, we're downstairs in the sloth. Oh, are you? Okay.
Yeah, they're watching
Oh,
us.
okay.
Am I in the way? Do I need
He's
to-
gonna go straight out. You can go out there too, and he's just gonna keep crawling towards you. Sometimes he changes his mind, but he usually goes out.
I think he's gonna go outside.
Yep.
Yeah. That's so funny, I hear her.
You can come all the way out.
There he goes.
Where you gonna go, bud? I'm gonna slide by you. There's no branch there.
I'm in the sloth cage, Miles. Hi. Hi.
Yeah, he's booking it.
See? That's what I was saying. I was like, I think it's so cool because he
Yeah.
moves way faster and way smoother.
Yeah, he is really smooth.
I'm like, you wouldn't hear him.
No. No. Imagine the world. They'd be really horrific predators if
Yeah.
they were carnivores.
New fear.
Attacking the sloths. Yeah.
And even when it's windy, he'll go to this exact same spot and he just sits there and he's swaying in the wind with his like heading back.
That's.
I think it's hilarious. I feel like he's doing like that tattoo thing. You know, he's like there on the front of the boat.
Does his little paws out.
Yeah.
Oh, white snake video.
Pour some sweet potato on me.
Yeah. Get it, buddy.
He's just showing off at this point. Like, look what I can do. It's so cool, like you said, to watch how he's just, it's almost like it's gliding.
Yeah.
The movements are all real.
And then when he comes down, I'm like, it's so smooth. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've tried to climb a lot. And I'm like, it doesn't look that
He said,
good.
I'm cold, I'm going back inside.
Hi, buddy.
Pretty cool, huh?